Hey guys, it's Jessica, and I am back with another quick craft fair idea video. And I did want to say that the original idea of this I actually saw on Crafty Crafts by Dina's channel, and I will post a link to her video down below. Um, I do mine a little bit different, and so I actually had some questions on how I put together this project. And as I mentioned in my studs and duds video, I sold out of these. I think I had 15 or 16 of them and they were all gone. And I think it was because I had repackaged them and I had added this little glitter pin. So I made more of them and I have one more to make on camera so I can show you what I did and the products I use and all of that. So I'll share the ones that I have gotten made so far, and I did, let's see, 4 Christmas and the rest are coffee themed. And then I think the remainder of the pads I have, I'll probably do more like really not any one particular theme, just pretty paper. But so in these Christmas ones, you'll see that I have these gingerbread like pencils, and they're those kinds from like when you were a kid where you pull off one and you can replace it at the top and then a new one comes down. I saw them at Hobby Lobby, really loved it. Here's the back. When I went back to get more, they were gone. So I did look and they are on Amazon. You can get them in a pack of 100. I don't know if I'll be buying that many. And then I think you can get a pack of like either 18 or 24, something like that. And so the price comes out to be a little, like around 60 cents each or so when you buy them on Amazon. So I'll definitely put a link to these down below in the description of the video. However, if you come across them at Hobby Lobby, get them there because they're going to be a little bit of a better deal if you can get them half off with the Christmas sale. The paper is from Michaels, and then my thing here on the front of it, this says Joy. You can see it with the glare. Also from Michaels from last year, but the paper is from this year. And then I put lace up at the top, and I alternated between lace from that I had in my stash. Some was from the Dollar Tree and then some was from Amazon. I'm starting to like the one from Amazon more because it's quite a bit thicker and a nicer texture, but I'll put a link to the lace below as well if it's still available. Then I have this one here, and in this one I actually did a pen that I filled with peppermint sprinkles. These are some, if I can get it, let's see. There we go. This is some shaker bits I just had in my stash, and so I decided to add them to my pen. And again, this is all from Michaels, and then the lace is actually Amazon. And then I put them all in a 5x7 clear self-adhesive bag. I also got these off of Amazon. They're one of my favorite things to have on hand just because they work for projects, and I'm a card maker, so I use them for cards and all sorts of stuff. So I'll link these too if this is something you're interested in. Here's another one. And then I did this one the exact same. And then I did coffee themed, and this paper is actually from Echo Park. It was from, I believe, a year or two ago. I think it's like, I think it's called Friends and Coffee or something similar to that. So this one actually has, I used some micro beads in it. And then I have this one here, and on these I put the lace on the side. What I found was that these, either it's the notebooks, it's me, it's the scrapbook paper, I don't know what, but some of them were not matching up evenly. So these notepads are supposed to be 4x6, so I cut my paper to 4x6 so it would match evenly and I could cover it. And that wasn't always the case. So I started adding lace to make sure that that was not noticeable. Then I have this one here. Again, I did micro beads in the pen. And I alternated between like the different colors I was going to use. Like this one, I tried to do more of like a coffee themed like color mix. So I mixed like gold and bronze and silver and white. Came out really pretty. And this one is just a coffee colored bead. I think it was copper micro beads. And then this one. So I do have one more to put together on camera. And I apologize for the poor lighting. It's nighttime here. Before I show you how I put it together, I did want to point out that I went back to the Dollar Tree to get more of these notepads. And I also bought some off of Amazon, and the ones I got from Amazon, I don't love. They only have 50 sheets. Yeah, and they don't have an actual cover. So my thought process was I wanted to be able to just make my own cover on it, but then they're so much smaller than these ones. So I'll probably end up using those in a different project. But these are the pads I got last year, and they're 150 pages. And then these are the ones I just got this week, and these are only 100 pages. Still 4x6, still $1.25. So keep that in mind if this is a project you want to make. If you have pads left over from last year, just know they're going to be a different size than the ones if you go and get some more notepads now. If you find the 150 pages ones, I would definitely go get those. But I checked a few of them and I could only find the 100 sheet ones. So just something to be aware of. So in order to do this project, you just need the notepads. I use double-sided tape. I love score tape. I am a huge mini album and book maker. And I've been doing that for years and years. And what I found through the years is that red line tape is not my favorite. I feel like score tape holds up much better. This is in 1/4 inch. And if it's on Amazon, I think I've gotten it from them before. I'll put it in the description below as well. Then you're going to need one piece of paper that's cut to 4 by 7.5 and one that is cut to 4 by 6. And then whatever it is you want to put on the front of it, and some glue if you want to use glue on a little bit of it. What I found is if I use glue, it wrinkles my paper, but sometimes I'll use the glue on the spots of the paper that I feel like might be lifting. You're going to need some bags for packaging if this is how you want to package it. And then you're going to need some pens to go in there. I like to sell them in a pack like this with the notepad and the pen for $5. And like I said, this year they were really successful. So for this project, because it's a coffee themed one, again, I'm just going to use this pen here that I have done, and it just has some chunky white glitter in there. The first thing that you're going to want to do is cover your notepad with double-sided score tape, because like I said, if you use glue, it is not going to hold up fantastic. And let me see if I can find something to help lift off. So I do want to say that the video I watched from Crafty Crafts by Dina, she does hers a little bit differently, and I'll show you the difference here in just a second. I switched it up because I wanted to have more of a contrast on the front of my notebook. But like I said, I will post the link to her video, and then you can decide which way you like it, and you know, or if you find a different way that's different than what you're seeing now or on any other video, then, you know, you can customize it to how you want to do it. It's late. Well, it's not that late, I guess. It's like probably close to 9. And my intention was to get this done earlier, but life kind of got in the way. I had to work my normal job, and then I had to make a pie for Thanksgiving, which is tomorrow. Then obviously you have to clean up the mess from making a pie, all that fun stuff. So on the front of it, on the front of the notebook, if you watch Dina's video, she likes to do the 4 by 7.5 on the front of the notebook and then fold it over on the back like this, and then you cover this whole back with your 4 by 6. I like to do it opposite. I like to have my 4 by 6 piece of paper on the front and then fold the 4 by 7.5 over, so then I have a contrast in paper on the front of my notebook. So the hardest part about this project is honestly just getting the strips off of your double-sided tape and then lining this up. Okay. If you have a bone folder, I would definitely use one just to help put it down. And I don't know where my bone folder is. My craft room is an absolute disaster because of getting stuff done for a craft fair, and I'll be honest, I'm just a messy kind of person when it comes to crafting. Apparently I like to thrive in chaos because my craft room is chaotic. Hopefully one day it will be nice and organized, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. And if you can, try and avoid touching the tape on the top. Clearly I'm not doing a fantastic job, but you do want to put tape on the spine up top here. So that way your paper will stick to that and it won't lift when the person who buys it is using the pad. So let's get that out of the way. And then, like I said, this piece of paper is the 4 by 7.5. And if there's glue or tape that is sticking over the sides, I just like to fold it back on itself so then I don't have sticky pieces everywhere. So now we are going to just adhere that to the back of the notebook and lining it up here on one side. Now, what I have found in doing this as much as I have is that you can, now at this point you're going to want to fold it over, but like I said, when the person who buys it starts using it, this spine is going to be cracking open a lot when they use that pad. So you're going to want to put extra glue on, or excuse me, tape on this piece of paper to help keep it all down. So what I found is I just do 3 pieces of tape here at the top of this paper, because the top 2 pieces are going to adhere to the front of my notebook, but this one down here at the bottom is going to stick to the spine. So now I have double coverage on the spine. Like I said, the worst part about this is taking the tape off. When I make these, I actually like to do it like assembly line style, and I know I've talked about that in the past, is literally cut all my paper. Then once that's done, put tape on all the notebooks, which that part is a little bit time consuming. Figure out the covers and get those glued and ready. So like in this one, this was a cut apart from the paper, and then I just backed it. So like I'll get all those done. Okay, so once you have your glue on there, and if you're an album maker or a mini book maker, then you kind of know how to work a spine, and especially when you're covering it with paper. If not, all you do literally is I'm on the spine right here, and I am just going to really firmly press it down. So the glue on both the paper and the glue on the spine are going to be really stuck together. Okay, now that I have that done, just going to flip it over here and push it down. And then you can also press it down on your table and get it nice and firm. So now when they open this notebook, you're not going to have a spine that's cracking or wrinkly or any of that. So now this is when I will add my lace. This is the lace from Amazon. This lace on these ones, this is the lace from Dollar Tree. They are comparable in terms of having something pretty cheap to add to a project. I do like the one from Amazon more because you can get more of a variety. I actually bought, I believe, a variety pack of this lace, and I have used it almost all. So let me add this here. And I'll need some scissors. So adding the lace or the ribbon, all of that, that's totally optional. Like, you don't have to add it, and you can kind of keep your costs low. Like I said, I had started adding it because I was having issues with my paper lining up, and then I just liked it. So the thing when you're adding and working with lace is that you don't want to pull on it too hard because it will scrunch and then it will kind of wrinkle your paper. So what I have started doing is the main part of the lace that's the most solid, that's the part that will adhere the best to the tape. So I'm just going to put that down there, and then I like to go over it. And if I had a bone folder, I'd be doing it with a bone folder, but I don't. Just going to trim that off and then flip it over, trim off that lace there. Okay, and then now we are going to add my front here. Like I said, I like to go really light on the glue, especially if you're using Gina K Connect. It tends to be a really thick, almost heavy glue, and it will wrinkle your paper if you're not careful. So I'm going to get that lined up. Make sure it's down. Okay, so that is it. Now all I'm going to do is use one of my self-adhesive bags here. And I like to always have the tape at the bottom and on the back. So it makes it easier to open it. Like if I make a mistake and I need to repackage it. And I feel like it makes it prettier, but that is just totally personal preference. And then I will add the pen right there. And these are something that I do display in the clear acrylic stair-stepping kind of display thing that I have a video on, because I can actually get three, I have a little dog here and there, package, here we go. I can actually get 3 notebooks across on every layer of that display. or on every step. Okay, so that is it. And honestly, if I wasn't gabbing as much and if I had pulled my tape off a little bit faster, um, these go really, really quick. So that is it for today's video. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching.